Hey, I'm Ed. I've consumed a metric shit ton of content during my life, and I love to talk about the things that interest me. I also love to rank those things. So I have decided to make a ranking of everything I can think of. Once per week, I will grab a random topic and rank it on my stream. From my favorite video games and animes to the moons of Uranus. I will rank them all. Welcome to Ranked Ranking. Let's start. So, we have a list of all the moons of Uranus, and I have the Wikipedia page with all the moons of Uranus. And I will basically rate all of those because I have no idea of moons. Also, what the fuck is there to say about the moons? So what I will rate them on is mostly the name and the picture themselves. And if anything pops out, I will also take it into consideration. But yeah, mainly I would say the name and the picture or the how it looks like. So let's start with Cupid. Maybe we just look at the pictures all in the biggest size possible. So Cupid, it's a cute name. The picture is just a white dot. You can't do anything with that shit. So I think the name is like it's a 2 out of 3. Like I think it's yeah, it's love of God, right? But you can't do anything with the picture. So it's either an okay or a don't like. And I think I will start out of a don't like. Maybe I will push him up because like even if I try to imagine something, maybe I can see a fish actually. If I really squint really hard, I can see like a fish cracker shape or something like this. But nothing I can rate here really. Now we have Desdemona is the name, I think. So okay, Desdemona. So Desdemona, I think the name sounds fucking sick. It sounds like a fucking Souls boss. But again, the picture doesn't give me anything. It's even less than before. It's like that's just like a star. Like that's a white dot. That could be anything. But because of the name, I will actually put it in like because the name is fucking sick. Now we have Francisco or Francisco. Now Francisco, I think. Wait, is it faster if I do this? Francisco, yeah, here. Francisco doesn't have an image here, so I had to go on his individual page, and you see he doesn't have an image here either. So that's why the only thing I could take is this fucking orbital demonstration. I don't know of him. I think he's supposed to be the blue one, right? Yeah, he's the cyan one. He's the closest one to Uranus, so it's always great to have somebody close to Uranus, right? Um, but what can I do with him if I can't even imagine how he looks like? Maybe he's not even a white dot, you know? So, is there anything I can... Okay, we have this, but I think that's not even Francisco. I think that's somebody else. So, we have no data on his looks. I think the name is okay-ish, but because we have no picture of him, I have to put him in don't like. Do I like the name more than Cupid? No, I think I like Cupid more actually from the name. I don't hate him though. Maybe, I don't know if I will hate any moon, but we will see. Now Juliet. Okay. Oh shit, I'm still on Francisco. Juliet. Also again, just a white dot. I'm thinking of a kernel. She's pretty round, I guess. But what about the name? I'm really torn. Somehow it's just like such a basic name. Like, not that everybody is called like that because nobody is in this time and age. It's like an old name, but it's too known, like because of Romeo and Juliet. Therefore, I actually want to put it also in don't like even below Francisco. I don't hate her though. She can't do anything about it. That I don't like her name. I don't hate her name though. So I think that's reasonable. Next is map. Now, who doesn't want a map around your anus? Now, map, even though it's also just a speck, it has a shape. He looks a bit like a maybe yeah maybe like a kernel or a comet. He looks a bit like an asteroid if you have a bit of fantasy. The name is whatever. It's like sounds like exotic. Don't know. Can't really turn it or put it anywhere in my head. But I don't hate it. I actually find it fine, and the picture's also interesting. So let's put him in okay. Like map is totally fine. Or map. Now Ophelia. She was up here. Yeah. Now Ophelia is a cool name. It sounds pretty. It sounds old, but it sounds rare. I like that. Like I could imagine like a fantasy character be named like that. Like some princess or something like this. And also, I don't know what the fuck happened to her picture, but she's not even round. She's a fucking spear. And I think that's sick as fuck. So I love the name. I think the picture is sick. I think we just have our first love it. Now, Perdita, or Perdita. I think he was here. Okay, two things about Perdita. I think the name again is fucking sick. I don't know why. Also, I think I heard this name somewhere. It sounds like something from ReZero or something like this. And also, I don't know why, even though that's probably the most blurry picture, I kinda, if I squint my eyes, I see like a white Saturn. Like you have the core and the ring around it. I want to imagine that. And I really like that idea. So I'm gonna put Perdita also in love. But below Ophelia, because I think Ophelia's shape is too interesting. Now, what do we have here? Rosalinde, I think it is. Now, where is Rosalinde? Here. Okay, again, really blurry, but she has this diamond shape. Although I don't really like the name. It sounds like a really old German name, which is like, ugh, especially for somebody who grew up in German, this name kinda sounds really outdated. I don't think it sounds cool or anything. I wouldn't really use this name or would like to hear this name. No front, by the way, if you are called this. It's just referred to the moons, of course. But the Uranus, Rosalind, I think I don't like it. I don't think I like it. Um, so I'm gonna, because of the shape though, I'm gonna put it in okay, but below map. Now we have Ferdinand. Ferdinand. It's down here, right? Okay, so on first glance, the picture looks fucking sick. Like the fucking world is exploding, Armageddon and shit. Like I'm imagining comets and shit like that here everywhere. But he's just a dot, right? I don't even know what the fuck those are, what they are supposed to be. But he's just this crystal dot. Like we are like working on microscopic levels here. So again, I have nothing to work with really on the picture side. And the name is also like really basic. Like it's an okay name. The picture is whatever. I think I like the name more than Juliet. But I think Francisco is cooler name. But at least he has a picture. So sorry, Francisco. But Cupid is cooler. So I'm gonna put him there. Then we have, is it Porsche? Yeah, Porsche. Okay. I don't know what the fuck happened with the picture here for Porsche on the site of on Wikipedia. but I'm gonna count it into the whole ranking. And that looks fucking sick. This looks like this could be in a video game or some shit, like a pixel, uh, I don't know, fucking maybe a horror game, but it could even be just something like I don't know, digital pixel Digimon game or something like this. I don't know. And I think it looks fucking sick. It looks ominous, and the name Portia is fucking awesome. So I think she just catapulted up to the love it sphere. Now let's look at Prospero, I think it is. Yes, Prospero. Okay, similar to Ferdinand, it seems like a lot is going on, but again, he's only like a tiny little speck. We have no idea what he is, what he could look like. Well, we have at least like a really, really blurred image, so it's something. But yeah, like on the picture side, we have nothing, but I like the name Prospero. So actually, now that I think about it, I like the name so much that I'm gonna put it in OK tier, but below because there's no picture. He reminds me of the Perospero from One Piece, was not that cool, but it just sounds nice to say it. Also, I have no idea of meanings of the names or anything like that, by the way. Belinda is this next one. Was up here somewhere, I think. Yeah, here. Now Belinda. Nothing, not a lot to say again, like just a little white brown spot dot, a kernel. Not a lot to work with, but at least it's more than for Prospero, for Prospero and Ferdinand. So Belinda, the name is also really like is this a real name? Like I know about Linda, but Belinda, it sounds also either it's really old or it was kinda made up. So I don't like the name so much. The pictures, whatever. So I actually think I'm gonna put her below Ferdinand. Now Bianca. Bianca. Okay, she seems like a dot. She looks like a dot. But she has some aura. If you zoom into it, you have this ripple effect here. She's literally like a star. Oh, even though moons are not stars, but I think. Yeah, no. And this gives her some plus points. Like, it's not just a picture of a dot, it's a picture with a ripple effect. The problem is Bianca is a pretty basic name, but I don't hate it. So I think I will put her actually on the top of OK. Actually, let's put her on a low like. Why not? The name is fine, the picture is okay-ish, and the name is above OK, I would say. It's not whatever. It's not like the coolest name like fucking Perdida, Porsche, or Ophelia. But it's okay, it's fine. I don't mind Bianca on Uranus. Now, Cordelia. Okay, Cordelia actually has a bit of size, right? Wait, what does it say? Never mind, it's only 40 kilometers. Okay, but the picture looks bigger, so I'm gonna imagine she's bigger. I guess you could imagine her looking like a comet. What I can give her though, Cordelia, is a not bad name. Like compared to Bianca, I think I like it similar at least. I think it's not like awesome, but I think it's fine. And therefore I can put her like in a low like, I think. I think that's fair. Now Cressida. Okay. Cressida also has this kind of like star effect, like this shine, whatever. Also, the name is fucking sick. It almost sounds like Dissidia, you know, like Final Fantasy Dissidia. So this is definitely gonna rank her up a bit. And I think I'm gonna put her below Desdemona because wait, what the fuck? Where did she went? Ah, here. Because I like the name so much. Okay. I think we have one of our first bigger moons. Puck. Yeah, 162. Okay, Puck, we have almost like an image. Like this is how you had to watch certain images back then, in the time back then when you had wanted to do illegal stuff. No, not illegal stuff. Uh, I think my lawyer is trying to stop me from continuing that joke. Um, what I'm saying is blurred, so you can make the connection. Um, Now Puck, I think the name is okay. It's more on the cool side than on the bad side, I would say. It's again ReZero vibes because I think this guy, this little fella is literally called Puck. But also the visual, it almost looks like an asteroid. And I think that's cool. And I think that's gonna put him pretty much high up on like. But I think the name Desdemona is still too sick, so I have to put him below Desdemona. I can't put Desdemona in love. Maybe I will actually, because holy shit, this name is cool. But for now, I think Puck is fine there. Oh, now we have an interesting one. Now this one, if I understood it correctly, I really quickly went through the page, does not even have a name. So we are gonna call him S23U1. That's probably the date it was discovered, I guess, something like that. And this gives me some SCP type shit feeling. Like this is just a code, which on one hand is really boring, but on the other hand gives me that is SCP type shit. Um, I think we have only like again a dot picture. Now the picture again looks fucking sick. It looks like it's hailing comets or something like that, but it's probably just moving something, particles. He's really small, I guess. I'm just gonna assume he's a he. Yeah, 8 kilometers, I think it's literally the smallest, right? So, this sounds interesting. But, because of the missing information, I could, of course, make a tier of like too little information for guys like Francisco. But I can't put him any higher than Juliet. And I think Francisco is cooler than an SCP, than a code name. Now, Juliet, I just don't like the name, I think. Okay, we have some bigger moons here. I think I will keep them for the end. Maybe like this. Yeah, let's do one of those red ones. Caliban? Caliban here. Now Caliban again is a really small dot. The picture again looks really awesome with the red sparkles on the lightning or the lighting. But let's not distract from the fact that he's just a dot. Again, we don't know how he actually looks like. And I think one of those specs is more than a dot, so that's why I'm ranking him higher on the picture scale. The name is whatever, it sounds kind of like a font, so I can't really rank him really high. I don't like it. I think I like him about that much. At least he has a name, so I'm gonna put him there. Margaret. Now, Margaret, again, just a spec, really cool picture here. Again, like looks like a fucking explosion. But the name, again, it sounds like a really old medieval name. I can't do anything with it. We have no picture. Let's put her below Caliban. Next one, Settibos. Settibos is here. Again, we have no picture, but I kinda rock with the name. Now, who doesn't like a Settibos around Uranus? But I can't put him any higher than Prospero, I would say. I think Prospero sounds cooler and they have the same image. Now, I can't even read that. Is it Trinculo? Ah, yeah. Okay, Trinculo again has no picture here for some reason, but has one here. So it's pretty similar to Caliban. Again, this awesome picture with the oil environment. But we are gonna just rate this dot, which is nothing, of course. But Trinculo sounds fucking sick. And I think just because of that name, I'm gonna put him in like it below Cordelia. Now Stefano. Stefano's giving me those old Amnesia PewDiePie vibes. I really dig the name. I just realized a lot like Italian sounding names. Oh, where's Stefano? Where's he hiding? Here. Again, sadly, he's only just a dot again, so I can't rank him too high. But just because of the name, I think I will put him. I think Trinculo sounds cooler, but let's put him there. Why not? Now let's do Psychorex. Yeah, Psychorex. Now they put this picture here, but this is kind of cheating because they're using like a anti-picture, I guess you would call it, which looks fucking sick. But if you go on the side, you can get another picture from where he's just a dot, but he can wiggle though. So this is also gonna give him some plus points. And the name is awesome. Like he sounds like a Metroid character, something like this. Like again, Elden Ring as character name. Um, and I think below Trinculo. So Trinculo, I like. I think Psychorex. I will get at some point. Like it sounds like a game attack. But Trinculo just sounds fucking cool. Okay, now we reach the big five. So one little fun fact. I think the 28 moons of Uranus are divided in three parts. Uh, what was it? I think it was like 5 big ones. Was it 10 irregular ones and 13 more something? Ah, yeah, inner moons. It was 13 inner moons, 5 big moons, and I think the other 10 are irregular moons. I don't know what this means. Maybe something with the size, but the 5 big moons basically have the best pictures, so they are already like really high contenders. And let's just jump into it with Ariel or Ariel. Now that's a really crisp picture, and I have to say the color looks fucking sick, like really awesome. It's like it has a feeling of a graphite planet or something like this. Now the name Ariel, of course, you think of the mermaid immediately, but I think it's fine. It sounds cool. Like if you don't know about Ariel or you think about just like on the phonation how it sounds, I think it's perfectly fine. It can even be cool. So I think we have a new love it. Now I still haven't put anything in goat or hate. But you know what? Fuck Juliet. But I think I know who will go to goat, and maybe Ariel might still go there. I don't know, but we will see based on how when I've inspected each of those a bit more. Let's look at Oberon next. Now Oberon, it's probably one of the most, if not even the most clearest pictures, But something feels off. He looks kind of brownish, and I don't like that color. Like, it's a cool picture, it's really detailed, so this will of course give him some plus points just because I can see something. But also he just looks like a dirty golf ball, kinda. Like, nothing really interesting about him. The name though, like Oberon. What's that fucking, again, Elden Ring boss and boss fucking name type shit. So just for that, I think I have to put him in Love It. And I'm not sure. I can't put him below any of those because of the visuals, right? It wouldn't be fair. The name is really cool, but I like Ariel more. Now is it Miranda? Yeah, Miranda. Okay, now this is probably the most crisp picture we have. Looks really cool. Almost like it was painted or some shit. If it is painted, I'm looking like a fool right now. But yeah, you can see all these little crevices and stuff like this. Like maybe these are like mountains, shit like this. Also, it looks like almost like there was different winds or something. I don't fucking know. It looks almost like a material in you put on a Unity object, like a 3D object or something like this. So visually, I think the most coolest besides Ariel right now. But the name Miranda, fucking Cosgrove. Like I didn't know Miranda was fucking with Uranus, but no man, like the name, that's not it. Like the picture still is sick, and just for the picture, I think I will put her below Oberon because I think the name is just not it. Like normally I would just put her in like, but the picture is like kinda fighting it out. Now, the fight for the goat spot is between Titania and Umbriel. Or maybe Ariel, I don't know. Maybe I will notch her up a bit. Okay, let's have a look at Umbriel. It's a bit more hazy. It's not that crisp, but it's giving me that fucking Death Star vibe. So really cool picture. Also with the dot, really good positioning. I'm gonna go on the names in a second. It was also the other one again. Oh yeah, Titania. And Titania again has this like golf ball look, really kind of clean. Just a bit, a few specks. Like, what is this? A rift, something like this, or is this just a light thing? Really basic, too smooth. But now comes the point. Titania and Umbriel. How fucking sick are those names? I think Umbriel is like an archangel or some shit like that. I don't know where Titania is coming from. Probably Greek mythology or Roman mythology, something like that. So I'm gonna put it like this. I think on the names they are even. I think they have the sickest names of all the planets. And that means that the pictures are battling it out. And I just have to say, I mentioned it before, but Umbriel's Death Star look, if you would have an even more crisp picture, I think it would be even further than, what was it, Miranda? But just because of the looks and my imagination, I'm gonna put Umbriel as the goat and Titania just because of her name, and it's still a great picture, right? On the second spot. And that's it with my ranking of all moons of Uranus. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your favorites. What do you like about Uranus and its moons? And tell me what I did wrong and why I'm completely stupid with my ranking. I want to hear your opinion. And with that, thanks. See ya.